Good evening, everyone. I'm Arceus, and welcome to the wrong room and the Pokémon Fire Red Randomizer run with random warps in the doors, because that's just how we do. I've had the most nightmarish of a time getting this episode together. There's a few things I'm going to need to go over here. First off, we had an issue with the save, so yeah, the Pokemon aren't exactly the same as they were before. They're mostly the same. And all the items are slightly different too. Awakening and Moonstone swap places. And it may seem like I'm trying to rush through this a bit. Ultra Ball and Great Ball are where they actually are now. I've set everything back up properly. And I did not get the Pokemon thing. So I already recorded like 10 minutes of this episode. Before I realized, once again, that the screen was blank for the recording. And I looked over and I was like, ah, no, not again. So that happened, and yeah, that caused an issue, which case I had to start this entire recording over again. So for some reason, it seems like my computer does not want this episode to get done. So Nessa will have a different nature, probably. I never checked. Maybe some slightly different stats. I don't know if the ability is different or the same. But the moves should be the same and all that. The level should be the same. The experience should be relatively the same. I couldn't get it quite accurate to what they had before. You see with Terry's rash nature, I don't know if that's changed, but it probably has. Experience is slightly different. Stats probably slightly different. And I don't know if that's the same ability, but they should be the same moves and everything. I tried to keep everything exactly as it was previously. So I have everything as far as I know, aside from the stuff I can't control, like the natures and whatnot, and the stats stuff. Aside from that, I tried to keep everything exactly the same. I even caught Crumbs in the same Pokeball type, just to make sure that everything was nice and smooth, even though it is different, and I did want to point it out. I grabbed all the items, I sold them all again. I grabbed all the same items and sold them all again. And I got the Moonstone and Awakening. And all of that. So, you may wonder why I'm out of breath, because why am I going so fast? Why am I trying to get through this so quickly? And why am I talking this quickly? That's because I've already done this once. I've already been down here to try and learn the thing to do that I gotta do. I haven't switched the Pokemon around yet. I should have done that first. Okay, I'm gonna switch Crumbs into the lead because we're gonna be training up Crumbs a little bit because I want to get a few different things on him. I want to get his level up and I want to get a new move on him. And that's going to require me to do a bit of stuff. Jumpluff is not who we want to train against here because it can damage Crumbs, and anything that can damage Crumbs can kill it instantly. So we're switching out to Ness, who's going to do a lot more... who's going to actually be able to fight it. We're only switching out to Ness because we need to get Ness's level up by 1, otherwise I would have switched out to the other Pokemon that needs training. Which is, Terry. And I'm going to start knowing these Pokemon by just these names and not by their actual species. I now remember Shedinja's name. But, I originally called him Crumbs the first time and I was like, I have no idea what it's actually called. Now I remember. What a time to remember, eh? Hopefully this recording works this time and everything doesn't go badly. Okay, it's definitely recording. I can see the timer going up. That's good. So, I've had a nightmare trying to get this recorded. Since the file got lost, the save file got lost, so I lost it entirely. I found another way around it, but there was a problem with the sales. I'm going to swap out, I think it was agility, because I don't use that. I just swap out the abilities I don't. Or the least used ones. There's no such thing as balance in this one now. So that means Ness has got his level. It's exactly the same as last time. Guys, level up, and we're going to move on to Terry and Crumbs getting their levels. Crumbs is actually going to do really well against Entei. Entei are going to be really good for Crumbs because they're going to get him like 93 experience points, which I know from doing it already once. If they're level 3, that is. If they're level 3, I think they give him 93. I don't know about any other level. The only thing I've seen around here seems to be level 3s in terms of Entei. So yeah, got that awkward situation. So yeah, I can tell you where I left off before I had to restart. I got Crumbs up to level 5. Up to level 5. And I was actually just talking about how I previously saw a Shedinja that was level 5 while I was trying to re-get everything. And I was like, no, I can't do that. I've got to start it from the level I had it at. So I didn't catch that. And so I got a level, then a level 4 appeared, and I was like, oh my god, come on, game, give me a level 3 or lower, so I can at least, if it's lower, I can train it back up, you know. The game decided, yeah, sure, okay, level 3 it is, and this is the one I caught. I used an Ultra Ball because, well, I caught it with an Ultra Ball the first time, and then I discarded whatever spare Pokeballs I had, because I know I lost a bunch fighting an Entei, trying to catch an Entei at some point. We also know that Entei does not have any moves that can damage Shedinja. The only 2 attacking moves it has are Bind and Bubble, which neither of them affect Shedinja. Its other moves are status moves, so they don't really do anything except lower special defense, which is not going to matter to us. And Swallow, which does nothing. You need to stockpile before you can swallow. I know that about the game. There we go. We actually made it in much quicker time. Like I said, it took me 10 minutes last time to get to this point, and now it's only taking 6, so we got here a lot faster. Probably because I know what I'm doing. And I got rid of Nightmare because it needs a setup. We don't even have the setup to use it for. The dig will work much better. Crumbs will probably get knocked out at some point, so we don't have to worry about that. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to level Crumbs a bit further and try to get Terry up a few levels as well. Because I want Crumbs to be a decent level, because we want to go fight that Cypher. And I want Crumbs to be able to do enough damage to not run out of moves and have to struggle. Because if I recall, the Cypher cannot damage Crumbs at all. Which is very helpful for leveling up Crumbs. Because any Pokemon that cannot damage Crumbs is a great fight for Crumbs. Of course, none of our other Pokemon can take it on because it's too high level. But we're going to get some levels out of Crumbs for that, you know. I don't know what I want to catch in the caves. I could try and go for an Eevee again. Maybe try and get a different evolution. I like have like 2 evolutions in my group. So I'm trying to figure out whether I want that or one of the other ones in Mount Moon. There's also the stuff in front of in the grass area beforehand, and I would really like to. Well, now I have Dig. I can see how much damage Dig does. Yeah, I would really like to. If I can, I'd like to get Makahira, because that's going to be a powerful Pokemon to utilize. How much damage does that do? Ooh, that's super! Oh, Crumbs, you just got a move that's really great for training against Enteis. Level 6, Crumbs. Oh my god, not again. Entei, what is wrong with you? Wait, did that use 2 PP? Oh, Entei probably has pressure. So it uses 2 instead of 1. I see, I see. Well, they might not all have pressure, but that one definitely did. And this one might do too. In which case, we may run out of water guns soon. I know how many digs we got. We got like 6. We've only got 5 water guns. I think since we've been using it on Enteis the whole time, we've actually fought an Entei that didn't have pressure. Because we've got an odd number. No way that would happen otherwise. Because we haven't been fighting the jump luffs with Crumbs. We've been swapping out. I believe Articuno also has pressure. So... there's that. We need to work on that. Alright, Terry. I want to get Terry up a level before we move on. At least 1 level. I don't know if it'd be best to attempt the other grass or whether this would just be a better training area. Because this feels like a better training area because we got a third evolution. We got a third evolution and a legendary in here. So, good experience, I think, generally. Especially with the legendary. Just because it's such an easy fight for Crumbs. There is no chance he's going to lose any health. Which is good because he's only got one. Oh wow. I'll use water gun to finish him off! That one also had pressure. Crumbs is going to run out of moves soon. Crumbs is almost the same level as our Espeon. We may have to switch out of Crumbs. At some point here. Maybe because he has no moves left. I think once I've used up all his moves, I'll move on with him and try and train a different one. Because Articuno hasn't gone a level yet. Crumbs, you're hogging the spotlight. Save some spotlight for Terry. I don't know why I called it Terry. Maybe it's just called it Terry. That would have made more sense. I don't know, it sounds more exotic as Terry. Is this gonna be the last dig? Crumbs can't possibly dig anymore. Can you dig at Crumbs? No? Oh. That's just disappointing. Man, he is not doing as much damage as he was doing before, which is weird because he's been leveling up. That's the strange part. He's doing less damage after leveling up. What the hell, Crumbs? I think that'll be his last fight. Because I don't think he can damage anything anymore. I don't remember if you can have more than one on the PP move thing. So we're going to need to switch into Terry, who's got a summary of... How many steel wings you got? 22? That's plenty. Have to make sure your health doesn't go all the way down. You know what, Terry? I'm gonna need you to heal before we go into the other one. Oh, I have the bike. Right. I always forget that I've got the bike. I even had to sneak past the rockets again in order to do this entire thing. So I have quite a lot of routes open to me. Actually, I think the next route we can go to that is going to be lucrative for us is actually, well, basically something we can catch. It's actually going to be Route 2, which is basically going to have a potential legendary as one, but we got no stat. No, wait, we should not do that one yet. We should get the. We should see if we can get Makahita first. Oh wait, if he started with an odd number, they could all have pressure and still have an odd. Ah, that's probably what it was. Now I figured it out. It's not very effective, but levels make a huge difference. Terry made his level here. Terry is currently on my lowest level, which is a bit unfortunate, but just have to deal with it. Alright, Terry got a level. I don't think it's any moves till later on, so we're going to be stuck with Terry's move for now. Unless I want to give it something powerful. What I'm going to do, I'm going to leave Terry out front actually. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to head, well, we're going to head to Vermilion first before we do anything else. Which requires me to go through the SSN to the department store. And then through to Celadon. It's a bit of a walk for Vermilion, but I forgot to do this before, so It's kind of necessary right now. Because there is one thing I want to avoid happening, which may potentially happen. We need to go from here to round. We need to go around. One time it turns off your bike. There. Typically turns it off. Rather than it being an area that you can't have a bike in, it just turns it off. This one just kind of a bike in. Only reasoning. Alright, so where we're going to go is we're actually going to head over here and we're going to head down. We're actually going to go on the SSN because we do have a ticket for the SSN. And if you recall, there was a shop here instead of the SSN. It's just on a shop boat, I guess. And from the shop, we can buy Pokeballs, potions, antidotes, paralytic skills, etc., etc. We could get an escape rope, but we already know where the escape areas are. What we actually want is 2 antidotes. I don't want to run into the same situation before if we end up going against a quillfish. I don't want to run into that same situation, and if I do run into a situation, I've got a solution. Alright. So if we can train up enough, we can get like surf and whatnot, which will give us a much wider area to explore again. Okay, now from here we want to go to Mount Moon. So we want to go. I don't remember the exact path. We want to get to the entrance to Mount Moon. Hold on, let me just check. I can't remember where I have to go to the entrance. Oh, basement 4 of the SSN. Right. Which is going to require me going to... No. Viridian. No. Oh, wait. Basement floor. Why am I going to that one? Department store. I gotta go back to the department store. Which floor? 4th floor. Okay. We're going back to the department store. We're going to go to the 4th floor, and then we're going to take that to where we want to go. Which I have completely forgotten where that is. Just not forgetful. Fourth floor. Go up this way. Now take us to Mount Moon. Now we can get caught if we want, but I guess it's not necessary unless we actually have somebody put it on. Alright. Got Terry out front. What can Terry do that would be useful here? Howl, Spiderweb, Sharpen, and Steel Wing. Minimize is a good one too. Wrong one. I actually want to switch Crumbs out front. We're not going to go in this grass yet. We're actually going to go up here and we're going to go around to this trainer, who we know has a cipher that can't hurt Crumbs. And that is the only Pokemon she has. Crumbs is going to decimate it. It's a level 14, so normally your Pokemon are not capable of beating it. But because Crumbs has Wonder Guard, I actually don't know what Heal Bell does, because I never saw it actually do anything. It just chimed a bell. Does it actually heal them, or is it like... Ooh, that's not a lot of damage. And now Crumbs can't escape. Oh wait, I can raise my stats! Or lower yours, rather. Oh wait, does Heal Bell undo that? Okay, I need to look at what Heal Bell does. 1 second. Oh, status conditions? So not stat alterations? Awesome. We're good then. Let's just keep dropping its, Is it normal or harshly? Harshly! Oh! So I need to do 3! You'll realize you're gonna run out of heal bills, right? Why does it continue to use that? Like, it's not a move that does anything. I mean, you can't do anything with your moves, but... Also, since Cypher is part flying, I can't use Dig. Just literally just so I can get the levels on him. How much damage are we doing? That's not a huge amount more. Dropped his special defense. Can't Mega Drain, that does not affect us with Wonder Guard. Block just keeps us from running. So it keeps us from running. He heals his status condition. Oh, he can dig. Dig's a ground move, though. I don't think it affects Crumbs, does it? I gotta remember Shedinja's weaknesses. I'm pretty sure I'm right, though, and it doesn't have... Can you just show me the weak? Go to an entire page to see the weakness. Okay, that's great. A page that doesn't work. It is R. Flying Rock, Ghost, Fire, Dark, not Ground. Ground is... It's immune to ground because of its Wonder Guard. Yeah, just wait to use a Water Gun when he comes up. So literally, there you go. That's all of his moves. And we know how many digs he has. Yeah. And it won't be enough. I think he used up all of his heal bells first. Used up all of his moves. He's used every single type of move he can. This is why I wanted to use Crumbs to fight the Cypher, because it's just a one-way fight. I'm not trapped here with you. You're trapped here with me. Oh my god, 500 experience. Of course we're gonna get Giga Drain. Tom still can't find himself yet. Oh, dude. I don't know if to get rid of Howl or Fake Tears. Howl would make Dig stronger. Dig is plenty strong though at 60. Compared to Water Gun. Or again, Giga Drain is the difference here. Although it doesn't have very many moves to it. It might be better to get rid of Fake Tears, but I just used that to get, like, stuff going. You know? I mean, but that's only because Cypher was a part flying. If it wasn't part flying, I wouldn't have had to need to do that. I would have used Dig. Like, Giga Drain's much more powerful than Water Gun, so it's almost as if we have the Fake Tears in effect already when we use Giga Drain, so... And it would be type coverage. We need to get rid of either Fake Tears or Howl. Actually, no we don't. We can get rid of Water Gun. That will give us a lot less moves to work with, though. That's the thing. I don't want a lot less moves to work with. And Howl's going to keep us going with moves. So yeah, let's get rid of Fake Tears. I know I just used it, and it's one of my most used currently, but I think it's not going to be useful in future. As Crumbs is now level 9, it's not going to have too much trouble against Pokemon generally. Cool. I like how that level 14 only got us to level 9. Alright. I'm going to put Ness out the front because Ness can basically minimize on the first turn, meaning the number of attacks against it is going to be lower. Plus, if it goes up against the fighting type, it has a huge advantage. Crumbs also would only take damage against certain things. Because I can switch Ness out to Crumbs if a Quillfish appears instead of Makuhita. Crumbs, I'm pretty sure, can't take damage from Quillfish's attacks. Although, don't attack directly with Crumbs because he'll be poisoned. So there's that. I don't know about Terry in terms of everything, but I know Ness can put up a defensive back. See, I'm wondering if I should get another level on Ness, just so that when we go into this grass, I can fight the Pokemon more easily. I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what level the Makuhita was at before. I don't think it was that high. I'm risking it. Oh, this is a big risk. Huh. Well, it wasn't that high, but I was not expecting Jigglypuff. Tri-Top's not a huge of a damaging move, is it? And we're not a physical attacker anyway, so I think we might be able to use that. Let me just look at Tri-Chop a second. It's got a high critical hit ratio. Is it worth the risk? We could use the normal move, Smelling Salt, or we could use that cannon thing again and try that. Although if we get a certain damage output, we can't go back. Slightly more powerful than Karate Chop, but it's not super effective. I think I'm going to go with Karate Chop. I don't think Jigglypuff has very high defenses, but at the same time, I don't think we're going to do enough damage to knock it out in one hit. I think even a crit might not even knock it out, so we're going to give it a try. It used Detect, okay. That means we wasted a Karate Chop. That's good. That gives us a bit more time to think. I'm still going to use it, I think. Oh, twice in a row. They are trying to stall us out. Oh, I should have started with Minimize. Probably should have done Minimize, actually, now that I think about it. It didn't detect that time. Eat up. It missed whatever it was. I'm gonna use Karate Chop. That's a lot of damage. And we are now infatuated. Oh, it's got Thief. Oh, that's super effective. And it can steal our item. I'm gonna minimize again. If I can. God damn it, mobilize. Oh, damn it, you hit twice with that? It is a Jigglypuff, though. I think we can catch it easily enough. I'm not even gonna use an Ultra Ball. I think a Great Ball should be enough for it. And good. A nice, decent catch rate Pokemon. Okay, so we didn't get what we were looking for. We didn't get the Makuhita. But we got something new. We got Jigglypuff. What should we call Jigglypuff? Let's call it, let's see. What can I call a Jigglypuff? Call it Kirby. Let's call it Kirby. I like the Kirby series. Although, isn't Kirby male in... Actually, what? I don't know what Kirby is in Kirby's thing. I don't think it even has one. So we'll just go with Kirby for this. Alright. We now have a new Pokemon. We didn't lose anything either. Let's have a look at our modest nature Jigglypuff. Interesting. It has attack and special. Its special attack is higher than its attack. Is that the modest nature doing that? Infatuates on contact. That could be very useful when it's fighting male Pokemon. Gotta keep an eye on that then. It also has Beat Up, which is the entire party joins the attack, more items, the more damage. That's why it didn't do anything. It doesn't have any party members. It doesn't have any party members at all. I feel like it should have done something, because Kirby's still there, and Jigglypuff's still there. Protect, evade all attacks, may fail if using possession. That's pretty good, honestly. Bullet, it never used Bullet Seed. I mean, it couldn't have dealt a huge amount of damage, but that could still deal damage. And then Thief. Take the foe's held item. That means if the Jigglypuff's not holding an item, we can get an item. We can wait. Does that mean we get to keep it? Oh my god, that could be good. There are Pokemon that come with freaking items equipped. So there we go. We've now got another level 6. And we need to get out of this grass now. That was quite a bit. Man, was that all just catching Jigglypuff? Jeez. Spent all that time on that. Oh, I guess we also fought the Cypher as well. So we technically did some training there by fighting a Cypher. We'll get on the first floor. And we're gonna head back to yes, it's down. We're gonna head back. We're gonna go to the Pokemon Center in here. Guess we didn't need those antidotes, but I wanted to get them just in case, because you never knew. If we ran into a Quillfish and we couldn't move from then on, I'd be kind of pissed again if I lost Shedinja again that way on this new run. Alright, this'll take, no, this is not the right one. Take me back out to Part Town. We were back here. Actually, that's not where we want to go, is it? We want to go to Route 2, which we can't get to from Part Town right now, because we need to pass through Mount Moon for some reason. I think we could. That should probably take a trip. Where we need to go is we need to go to Pewter City. To get to Pewter City, I believe we have to go to Cerulean first, so I'm just going to head there, and then we'll end off in Pewter City. So I'll remember where I'm going when I start up next. Didn't do as much trading as I wanted, but fair enough, we got a new Pokemon. We got a new Pokemon, we're ready to fight a bunch of... We're ready to catch another one on top of that. To be fair, if we go into the... we go into Mount Moon, we might be able to catch another one and essentially have a full party from then on. Like, that will be a party of 6. That's amazing. Wait, no. We want to go to Cerulean to get to Pewter. Saffron. Where we got our Articuno. I remember all these routes randomly. Like, some of them I just don't remember, and I've done them like so many times and I still don't remember them. But some of them are just like... I'm just going to pretend that never happened. Look. I know exactly where I'm going. I just wanted to see if you knew exactly where I was going, right? See, I knew my way there the whole time. I was testing you. If you told me to get you went for the wrong door, you passed the test. Yeah. I don't think anyone believes me. So here we have some grass. This is Route 2. This will be the same Route 2 as down the bottom, so we can count them as the same area. And this could potentially have a Kyogre in it. Because we saw it one of the previous runs. So we have a potential Kyogre. I don't know what else could be in there, because I don't think we saw anything else. We tried to catch the Kyogre and ran out of Pokeballs, I think. If I remember. We don't really have any status moves now, either. Jigglypuff, you usually... although, would infatuate count? Would infatuate count? Because if it does, all we need is a male Pokemon to fight. Oh, but legendaries don't have a gender. Damn it. That ruins our plan. That does ruin our plan completely. Alright. I'm sure I'll figure out a plan for next time. Let's not save yet. I'm going to save it in between episodes. Basically. Because I know the recording works, I'm going to save it. So we're going to leave this off here. Thanks everyone so much for watching. But for now, we're done here. I will see you in the next episode. And we go catch some more Pokemon, I guess. And then do some training, I guess. Or whatever we need to do. We need to go through Mount Moon. That's what we're going to do. Probably. We know we're going to catch some Pokemon. Or attempt to catch some Pokemon. That's what we'll do. Anyway, see ya.